Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 2 in my Minecraft Forever world. We've made it to episode 2, hooray! Thank you everybody who tuned in for episode 1. I am very pleased with how it came out despite how rusty I am. So let me show you what I've been up to off camera. Now, I haven't had too much time off camera to be honest, but I did finish the interior. So let me just show you what I've got. I've got some chests set up here for some storage. I have this sort of study area with our bed and a little kitchen nook with a few of the workstations. This side just has, I guess, decoration. We also have 2 doggos now, so I know Corn mentioned one of them should be named Nebula, but there is another one left. So if there are any other name suggestions by the time I finish this episode in the comments of episode 1, then I will get on to that. Oh, speaking of episode 1, I made a grave mistake. I said I was going to put in a picture of my cat and I didn't, and I am so sorry. So to make up for it, I am going to pay the episode cat tax twice. Yes, I've decided that every episode I need to pay a cat tax, so I'll be showing you a picture of Myrtle in every episode from now on, but here is cat tax part 1. Isn't she cute? And cat tax part 2. There we go. So you can look forward to more pictures of Myrtle in the future. I hope you adore her as much as I do. I also put our little cube here. I gave him a magenta wall. I was hoping to have him sort of free roam around the house, but he kept trying to climb the ladder and damaging himself. So he is now just sitting here absorbing some wool until I work out what to do with him later. I've also attempted to do some curtains here with some banners and shelves for like a curtain railing. Don't know if I love it at this point, but let me know what you think. Haven't done much in way of crop farming yet. Need to get some bigger farms set up for sure shortly. But over here, I have actually set up some pens. So I now have some sheep, pigs, and cows going. They are just outside of the render distance, which is a little bit annoying, so I'm not sure if they are growing as quickly as I would like them to when I'm in the house, so I will need to look into that. And I'm also trying, the keyword is trying, to get some bees here. You can see I've surrounded each birch with flowers because I really want some beeswax. I've also done just a little bit of exploring. Not too much, just a little bit. I just can't help myself sometimes, and especially in a brand new world, I just want to keep wandering around, seeing what's out there, and I had to force myself to stop. So we're just rowing to the right of the house. Just here, there's this little ravine, and you can see spawner. I stumbled across, is it down here, just here in this little cave, a skeleton spawner. There were no chests in here, which is really quite rude, but this is definitely something that we will have to do something with in the near future. I'm already trying to think of some ideas to sort of tie it in or what we can do, and I think we can do something. And if we head back towards our starter house, there is one more thing I want to show you. Now, as part of this world, I really want to make a cool mining area, and I've sort of been trying to scope it out. I think I've stumbled across a pretty cool spot, and I haven't explored too far, so I think that's what we're going to get to now. Just here where I've marked with the cinnabar, there is this really large cave structure here, which I think is really cool. It's not too far from our house, and the village isn't too far as well, so I think this could be a pretty cool spot to like set up some sort of quarry build. I think it has very big potential. Let's head down and see if we can get all the way to the bottom. Hello there, Editing Cosmos here. Just wanted to give you the heads up that the next few minutes of clips are going to be without sound. I'm not really sure what happened, but somehow I managed to whiff when I was recording the next part. So just use your imagination, enjoy the clips, and listen to the fun background music and the commentary, and the sound will be back shortly, I promise. And we will obviously have to pick up some stuff on the way. Ooh, iron, perfect. But I think it could be really cool to set up a mine that sort of traverses like an existing cave, at least partially. Oh, and we've hit deep slate, which is cool. Ooh. Oh, a geode. Actually, that is fantastic. Oh my gosh, these bats. Bats, I don't want to hurt you, but I will if you don't leave me alone. And I will definitely take some crystals. Thank you. Don't mind if I do. Thank you, tough. Oh, another geode. Okay, cool. It sounds like there are mobs here in the geode. Yep. Do you know what could be cool? It might be a little bit convoluted, so I don't know how this will go over time. But I kind of like the idea of maybe we pass through a geode to get down to our mine. So maybe from here, we come down around here, and then I guess I just dig down from here. There we go, 59. So, in theory, we should be able to find diamonds anywhere from here to, I think it's 53 or 54. I think this is a cool spot that we can, set up a mine. We can do a cool build down here for sure. Incorporate some of the geode probably. Now, I don't want to dig this out too much because I think it will be cool to ride through here on a minecart, but just gonna dig a little bit. I can't help myself. Alright, I'm gonna head back up and I'm just gonna mark the way with these amethyst. I'm excited. I think it will be really cool to see a minecart coming all the way down here through the cave to our strip mine. You know it's a real Minecraft world when you've finally picked and started your strip mine. Let's unpack all of this stuff, and then I do actually have another adventure I want to take us on. Oh, actually, we can make one more thing. The spyglass. Hello, puppy. Okay, time for our second adventure. I did actually come across a treasure map when... That means we need to go this way. So, let's hop in our boat. Yeah, I have this treasure map, so I think that we should try and find it. Now, it says we need to go east. Any bees? No bees. Oh, we're getting close. We are now a big dot. And it looks like it's actually going to be... somewhere in the water, which isn't great. Now, I've always been told you sort of line it up like this, and then... Aha! That was easy. Ooh, our second diamond, and a heart of the sea. Excellent. Water breathing and TNT, and always... break the chest. Let's take this loot back to the base. Howdy, Editing Cosmos here again. The sound should be back. Sorry about that. Back to the video. Okay, we are back. Oh. This pesky copper, we really need to get some bees, please bees. So it is about that time in the episode I want to do some building. I am itching to build. But before I do that, I just wanted to quickly have a chat about my sort of philosophy with builds I want to have in this world while we do some farming. So when it comes to builds, I really like the idea of them having some kind of function. And I say some kind because there are lots of different reasons and things that you can have for a build. Be it they're housing a farm or they tell some sort of story. So that is what I want to try and do in this forever world. And oh, is that my first poisonous potato? So that's what I want to do with this world. And so with this first build, it's going to be a bit more of, I guess, like a storytelling kind of concept to go with the world. It's like a world building build, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? You'll see. You'll get it. I'm sure you will. Let's head over this way and I'll talk you through what I want to build for this episode. Ugh, still no bees. So I spend a fair chunk of time coming back and forth between this little river or inlet. I mean, it's only been 2 episodes, but I have gone back and forth quite a bit, and I can see that happening for the foreseeable future. And it is kind of like hard to miss, so I was wondering what I could do in this area to sort of make it a little bit more obvious that this is where you come into the starter base. And I kind of really like how this cliff is right here. So I was thinking, especially because this is right on the ocean, that it would be cool maybe to put a little lighthouse just here that sort of overlooks this little cove and, you know, guides the player in through here, this inlet, and to the starter base. So I think it's already kind of got this cool cliff going on. I am going to have to do a little bit of terraforming, but to be honest, not really that great at terraforming. So I'll do a little bit and hopefully try and blend it. I do kind of want to get rid of this big mountain of sand and dirt as well, so that will maybe take a little bit of time. So I guess now we've got to gather some materials and get things ready to do this build. Wait, do we have bees? We have 2 beehives. Oh my goodness. Bees, hello, welcome. Hello. Oh, I'm so excited. You guys have no idea. Okay, well, I have got myself a few resources, so I think it is about time to go and get started on this next build. Okay, so this is our spot. I do kind of want it to be close to the edge, maybe not right up on the edge, so I'm just gonna go and sort of fill in the land a little bit, bring it up a little bit more. Okay, I think this is a good base. I'm not actually going to go all the way to the edge. Maybe I can do a nice little garden or something down here. And I did try my best to clear this, but my gosh, it is bigger than what I expected. So I'm going to tackle that slowly over time, but I do want to get rid of this mound. But I also want to get started on this, and I figured if I don't get started, I may never get started, and I will run out of time. The next thing I'm going to do is work on the shape, I guess the main lighthouse bit. So I'm just going to go around like so, doing some texturing and things. I'm going to use calcite, diorite, and polished diorite. I know diorite is not everybody's favorite block, but I actually really like it. I don't know, something about the texture of it just really works for me. So for me, I'm going to use it. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. That is the beauty of Minecraft, is that you can not use blocks if you don't want to. And this is actually going to be quite high because it is a lighthouse. You know, you do want it to be large. You want it to be visible from the sea. So I'm going to go up 15 blocks in this main section. I've gone up 9, so 6 more blocks to go. From here, I am going to go in again, just to give it a bit of depth and shape. And I'm going to do that trick again to bring it back out at this height. By the way, I hope you guys aren't minding this sort of way of doing builds in a Minecraft world. I know it's not the most conventional thing. Obviously, lots of people do time lapses and stuff, and I'm just trying to work out how I want to do things. And to be honest, it's because I don't actually have access to Flashback yet. I'm still waiting for Flashback to be released at the time of this recording for the 1. No, it's 26. Oh my gosh, the 26.2 update. So just explaining as I build, hoping this makes sense. Yeah, let me know what you think. Oh, that is a big jump. Of course, we can't just have a lighthouse tower. We do need a little house. So I'm going to put up the skeleton for that now as well. So here we have our little house attachment, and I think I'm even going to add a little bit of the birch as well, just to really tie it into the build that we have done for our starter base. Just so, this is not, well, actually, maybe the bees can be the keeper of the lighthouse. Cool, so this is our lighthouse shape. It is, nothing too crazy. I am going to have to do some work here on the side, maybe convert this to some stone, just to make that blend a little bit more. But I'm going to head back up and work on the rest of the tower now. Now, I don't really want to use these, but I don't actually have access to any other light blocks. So for the time being, bear with me, the lighthouse is going to have to be jack-o'-lanterns. I think I would like to use copper bulbs or maybe even glowstone or redstone lamps, but in order to get any of those, I need to go into the nether, and I'm not quite ready to go there yet, so jack-o'-lanterns will have to do for now. Kind of going to feel bad wasting the glass that I've already put up there, but I was thinking, because they're pumpkins, I am a little bit annoyed that I don't have access to better blocks. So I was thinking maybe I could use the yellow dye with the glass panes, and that will make it seem a little bit more like there's a light coming from up there with the pumpkins, and will maybe mask the pumpkins a little bit as well. Oh, these guys always want to come and say hi while I'm building. Ugh, Enderman, please no. Yeah, I like how it looks with the yellow glass. I think it sort of masks the jack-o'-lanterns for now. And for the roof, we're just going to copy what we did over for the starter base as well, just to keep that color story going. Cool, so with that we have our basic shape. So I think it's coming together pretty good, and yeah, you can't really tell, I think, that they are pumpkins unless you look really, really close. So now it is time to do some detailing. So let's go ahead with that. I think we're done. So here we have it, our lighthouse. Ugh, that copper. But yeah, I think it came out really cool. I love how it's basically on the edge here of this cliff. I think the diorite and the calcite obviously work really well together. I could probably do a bit more texturing with some stone or something, maybe cobble at the bottom here, just to give it a bit more, I guess, depth or some shading. I did try and do a little bit to the cliffside here, but I sort of, oh, there's a stray dirt block, but I feel like I can do a better job once I have access to Silk Touch and it's easier for me to create stone. I think that's the main issue, is stone is a drain on resources at the moment because obviously you have to smelt cobble to get stone. I've done a little bit of texturing with some cobble and mossy cobble and even moss just to sort of make it look like algae or something like that is sort of climbing up the cliffside. I think it is a really cute build, and yeah, with the yellow you can't really tell that it's jack-o'-lanterns, at least, you know, not until you're concentrating on it, which I don't mind. And let's have a quick look inside. The bees are obsessed as well with this lighthouse. They have a little hive just down here, and this whole build they've been flying in and out, so I think maybe these bees are the lighthouse keepers. What do you reckon? But inside we have just a little cozy interior, nothing crazy. A little bed for our lighthouse keeper, a kitchen, a nice roaring fire, giant picture of their dog, huge. Some bookshelves, some storage, and then if you want to, you can take this spiral staircase all the way up. Oh my gosh, there is a bee in here. Oh well, welcome to your new home, bee. All the way up here. And we can get onto this little balcony and wander around. Unfortunately, this is a 3x3, so the only way to get further up would be a ladder, but the jack-o'-lanterns come all the way down, so they sort of block. So I've just left it like this. Oh, be free. Be free, bee. Farewell. I guess he didn't want to look after the lighthouse after all. And there you have it, a cozy little lighthouse build for our forever world. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. I think it's a cool marker for this little cove entrance that we have here to our starter base further that way, and I think it's going to be really fun and cool to see even more builds sort of in this style pop up around the place as we fill out this sort of section of our forever world. I hope you enjoyed that. I need to get myself some more beeswax so badly to fix that. If you have any suggestions, please let me know for what to build next. I have a couple of ideas, but happy to listen and hear what you want to see. I think we will call the episode there. So thank you so much for watching. Please remember to be kind to yourselves. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!